Are carbs a necessity or just a pleasure? Well, on day 24 of living a longer, happier, healthier life, we're going to talk about that. And kind of what's the confusion with carbs, because one day you're going to hear, "Hey, you should do a no carb diet," and the next day only a low carb, and all these carbs are great and all these carbs are bad. And no wonder everybody's freaking confused and don't know what the hell to eat. But basically, there are two different kind of carbs: simple carb and a complex carb. The simple carb is going to be your sweet shit, your pastries, your cake, sugars, your sugary fruit juices, your sodas, and like stuff like that. You probably want to avoid that as much as possible. My idea is I try to eat perfect 80% of the time. I give myself a 20% leeway because none of us are perfect. All right, and then we go to the complex carbs. Complex carbs are going to be like your fruits, some of your more fibrous vegetables, nuts, things like that. What they do is they get into the system and they're a little slower burn, and it maintains you throughout the day. Those simple carbs, they just go in, cause a blood sugar spike, and then you have your crash and you feel like shit the rest of the time, right? You probably had it happen. So should we have no carbs then? Little carbs? Well, there's a study that shows that we need at least 130 carbs per day just for our brain function. And carbs also help regulate some of the hormones like serotonin and your different drops like that. So if you notice, if you're doing like a no carb diet, you might have some moody days. You might be a little have a harder time going to sleep, a little more bitchy, a little more irritable, and that's probably the lack of carbs and lack of fuel for your brain and your for the body to have the energy. So carbs is all about balance. Just eat the right ones and do it in a proper balance. And yes, you can lose weight while taking in carbs. Just don't overdo it. Just like everything else in life, don't overdo it, and it works.